Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, I have gotten enough of the data banks to continue our research. We are just about done with the cryofuel combustion, as you can see, and the rocket just returned at during the last cycle, so I figured this was a good time to come back. I've also been working on something else. So, up here, I have made a little bit of a water tank with a bunch of radiant gas pipes, and my idea here is to basically take some of the gas that is going through this system here trying to cool this, pump it through here, let it boil this stuff off into steam, which will then escape into space, making it go away entirely, which will help with some of my water problems. In fact, I'm going to disable this building because I've pretty much pumped out all the water, and I'm starting to build up some excess CO2 here that I don't want to deal with. So this will fill up and not continue forward into the system. And then water will drip in, replace it, you know, it'll all be good. And even if this ends up going bone dry, all it's done is extend the loop. It basically won't make it any hotter than it comes out because this will heat up the water, and even if it stays here super hot, it will still end up being cooler than the stuff that is getting pumped in because it kind of equalizes out a bit. So theoretically, at least, it'll stay the same or be cooler. So we're going to end up having to hook that up because, as you can see, I haven't hooked it up quite yet. What I am going to do is say switch that. That way you stop. And good. Alright, so what I should be able to do now is say, take this one and set it to deconstruct. What are you made of? You're igneous rock, okay. So the cycle should start, things should kick off. I'm going to get this guy hooked up, see how this works, and hopefully by the time I'm done with that, the research will be complete and we'll be able to move on to the new rocket. Which, of course, I will be setting up this area for. I've been continuing to extend, of course, as things come along. There we go. Alright, so now, I know I paused, but that's okay. Where's my ventilation? There's my ventilation. Insulated gas pipe. No, not mafic rock, thank you. Igneous rock. And we will do that. And we will do that. And your priority should be higher than 5. There we go. Now somebody should come up and make that. And then we can restart this. It should cool a bit faster. This has been letting some steam escape already because the stuff that I dug up to make this is still sitting here, and it is over 212, which is, of course, the boiling point of water. So as it cools, it has been heating the water up already. There we go. Alright, that is all set. What are you doing? You're picking up materials. Alright, that is dripping more water in, and we can turn this guy back on. And this should boil away the majority of this as more water comes in. Here we go. Alright, what's going on here? Well, it's definitely cooled it down quite a bit. The water here is going up in temperature. And how's this temperature here? Yeah, it's really hot there. Really cool there. Alright, this is working out wonderfully. Little bits are turning into steam. This is actually working out better than I thought. I was afraid I was gonna boil all this water off almost instantly and not have time to refill. But now, yeah, look at this. Now the water, now the air, or the CO2 coming in through here is 130. It's 150 here, because it is heating up a little bit as it comes through. And then, oh, there's nothing in the pipe there. Come on. Get some more into the pipe. I want to watch it heat up. And there we go. Oh man, is it only... Okay, it's actually not even reaching the full temperature of the liquid copper. But the temperature of the copper is coming down quickly. This is going to be a much more effective cooling loop. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so we got that. The rocket is ready to go. Yeah, you're full on that. You are almost full. We're getting the last bits of petroleum in here. Why you're breathing natural gas, I don't know. How's everything going down here? Let's see. Unfortunately, we got these bubbles of gas. I don't know how those got down there. But we are starting to, actually drain that out. Of course, I'm going to have to shut this off soon because we're running out of space to put the crude oil. Because I'm just not using the oil up fast enough. Maybe I should make a petroleum generator. And of course, do I want to do it here? I could do it here. Tap into this. Basically put a valve somewhere. Yeah, I'm thinking. Because I don't really want that, although, because my power system is struggling a little bit, because currently the natural gas is basically out. We are 22 cycles away from this being active again, so I'm getting most of my power from this. Secondarily, I'm getting power from the hydrogen generators, which, of course, is not keeping up. Oh, I added a second generator, by the way, because at first the system was backing up so much that it wasn't even funny. We're getting a bit from the coal, but that only provides so much. How are we doing here? Everything's looking alright. See, we're to the point where this is no longer considered backstuffed. That's good. I might have to do something about this, though. Alright, so we got that. Oh, you don't have algae again? Speaking of algae, actually, you're full now, right? Let's take a look at our star map. Alright, so we can go out to 5100. Let's go get some research there. How about that? You go there? Yes, that looks good. Alright. So I'm thinking we'll go do that. That's not going to get us more steel, but it'll get us a little bit of algae. It'll, give us some of the additional research, which we're going to need. So we'll do that. We will go ahead and say, Ada, get in the rocket. Oh, there is something else I've found, too. This came back with the last batch of stuff, a vacillator recharge. So what I want to do is this one here, which gave us the regen. Get a recharge. Oh, hey, research complete. Cryofuel combustion technology done. Alright. Let's get you onto the liquid and gas cargoes. And we can then work on some other things. Alright, so let's get Ada in there. Alright, Ada is in there. I would like you to turn off. I would like you to turn on. And then we can get the rocket launched. If somebody could come do this, please. You're overheating. Oh. Let's dig that up for the moment. Alright, now just as soon as that's ready, we will launch the rocket. Get some more research points, because we're just burning through our data banks at the moment that we still had left over. There we go. And launch rocket. Off we go to our farthest point so far. Zoom! Away you go. Alright. You can get turned back off again. How long does it say? 15 cycles, so you're not coming back anytime soon. Alright, you are the auto sweeper. Can I... let's see, let's deconstruct you on a 9. And we will put you right back there. I think I'll make you out of steel this time if I have it. Just throw the switch. Oh, you didn't finish throwing the switch? Oh. That's annoying. I just hope that there's no meteor shower at night. This one I'm slowly working on setting up. Obviously, I'm not quite there yet on that. Let's take a look at what we've got new. So let's see. We've got solid oxidizer tank. Stores oxalate for burning rocket fuels, blah blah blah. Efficiently burned in the vacuum of space. Okay. Liquid oxidizer tank. Okay, so it's basically swapped out those two. That's probably why the other one's being so buggy. Hydrogen engine. Burns liquid hydrogen to propel rockets for space exploration. Alright. Hydrogen rockets can propel rockets further than steam or petroleum engines. Okay, good. So we will have to work on that. I would like this to finish. Alright, you're doing that. Let's get this guy taken care of. If you could please do this. You're on a 9. Why are you doing that instead of this? Seriously, those are 5s. This is 9. Come on, duplicates, do your jobs right. Let's take a look at this. We still got plenty of water here. That's good, that's good. How are you coming down? I didn't really take a good look at what it was earlier, so not terribly helpful. How hot are you? Pretty darn hot. Yeah, so if I could get more gas into this pipe system, it would be useful. Why is nobody doing this? Right, disable auto repair. I want you deconstructed. Somebody come deconstruct this. You're on a 9. Why is nobody doing this? Let me set some 8s, get this stuff cleaned up a bit. There's a lot of this regolith up here. Alright, is somebody going to come do this? Oh, here we go. No. Where are you going? What are you doing? You were repairing that. Why? Why is nobody deconstructing this? What is wrong with you duplicates? Come on. I mean, I'm gonna need this the exact moment, you know, that rocket comes back. Of course, that's not gonna be during this episode, but still. Well, no, see, I want to do this before I get too involved in the rocket stuff. Alright, let's, I suppose, dig out some of this area. Actually, you know what? Might as well get most of that. Not quite all of that, though. We'll do that. Where are you? You are the farthest I need to worry about. Alright. So we'll do that. We will get some insulated tile here. We'll go ahead and keep using the igneous rock. Well, hang on. Let's cancel that portion of it. You are still not being... Can I deconstruct? Come on. Is there a ladder there? There's not ladder in all of that area. Let's get a bit of ladder. There we go. Those 3 needed ladders. Although I will cancel that one and just tell you to be dug out like normal. Who is scalding? I know I'm pausing again. Scalding. Bert. Oh, Bert. Oh, Bert! You are the one that is always getting in trouble, aren't you? Speaking of, have you been done? Oh. That's because your priority was not very high. We still got that vacillator recharge there. I think I'm going to use the thing on Bert, because he's the one that's always going in and getting injured, it seems like. you gonna go get that? Why is nobody deconstructing this? Priorities. Where's Bert? Bert is our mechatronics engineer. Your build is very high. Operate farm, quick, tiny. Yeah, I think it's deconstruction is a build errand. Come on, somebody go do that. That's gonna annoy me now. Oh, look, there's stuff to be mopped. Big surprise. Alright. Do all that. That's all getting worked on good. Not too worried about that at the moment. Alright, so I'm gonna need gantries. And I need to figure out my spacing. So... If I have, say, a command capsule, right, I could probably put you as far as there. Which leaves me those two, but I want one further. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deconstruct you. And of course it's downtime. Build on an 8. An entire new row of you. Minus the one at the very bottom, because I'm going to double layer this insulation. And then once that's done, I'll take that out. This will just be available to there. Excellent. And then I'll put a couple of doors in so that we can get across, deconstruct those ladders. Okay. This is working, this is working. This is not working. Come on, guys. How's our little space mission going? Where are you? 16%. Okay. I know. Like I said, that's not even going to be, coming back during this episode. Where's all this natural gas coming from? Oh, we got some more steam escaping. That's good. Our area is starting to cool down nicely. That's good. Let's go check on our oil as well. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about this soon, I think. How's our water? It's looking alright. I'd like the level to go down enough that I could turn this on to get that natural gas out of there, but... Alright, everything's looking good up here. Everything is looking good up here. Alright, you're building that. Nobody has gone to do that yet. That's the thing, these are all 8s. That's a 9. Somebody should be going to do this. Like, seriously, why is nobody taking care of that? So bothersome. How are you doing? Coming down. It's definitely coming down faster than it was. So this is definitely a good idea here. It'd probably be better if the water was colder, but I don't really have a way of cooling off standing water. I can only cool off water in pipes, and all that is doing is moving heat around. Whereas this is letting the heat escape into space. Alright, so we're just kind of doing that. We will end up deconstructing the majority of this ladder so that we can put the gantry in. The rocket will be against this far side, and it'll all be good. Okay. Maybe I could... I was talking about converting this one into something else. I could always try and set up a power supply here. I'm right next to this petroleum. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Let's get some tiles in. Regular old granite tiles. Let's do it like that. You can be deconstructed. You can be deconstructed. And we'll put a door in and we'll put a tile in. And we can always put drywall up so that it's no longer open to space. Because unfortunately, if I don't, everything will overheat. That'll work. We're gonna obviously not need this stuff. Although, hang on, I can co-opt this. Ventilation. Yeah, that's that big long line there. So what I should be able to do is say, cut you off there. And then I can just throw some pipes up here, and that'll let me pump oxygen in. Alright, that'll work. Without having to rewire too much. Alright, so we need another tile. You are still granite? Yes, good. Alright, tile there. And we are going to want mechanized airlock. Rotated. Can't rotate you the other way? I wanted the power line closer. That'll work, though. Alright. So that will isolate this area, and then we'll need to figure out exactly what we want to do. I could throw some more batteries in here. I could throw the petroleum generator. How big is the petroleum generator? Power. Petroleum generator. Well, you're not too tall at all. Yeah, you're 4, so you're a fairly standard height. So then I'd be 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can basically fit 2 full-size floors here. That's good. Now the real hard part is going to be getting this wired into the system, because most of my heavy watt power is over there. This is the closest spot. Ooh, what are you? There are wires there. Interesting. Alright, so this stuff is the low watt. Well, it's the regular, like, conductive blah blah blah. Which we should be able... Let me go back onto that screen. Say deconstruct on an 8. Those lines up to there, because I will probably end up hooking in that door. Actually, let's go ahead and just hook in the door. Conductive wire. Boop, there you go. And then I will need to figure out where I am putting certain items. Let's go ahead and get a floor in. And I can worry about where my airflow tiles are going later. But that'll get me another floor. And then do I want to put petroleum down here and then the power... No, wait, hang on, let's see. Where's my power lines? You're a short little heavy watt system. You need to go over there. Now, how am I gonna get over there? How am I gonna get over there? I suppose I could run underneath here. Maybe up through this? Although I'll have to deconstruct that tile. Or I could come straight up. Yeah, I could come straight up through here. Well, I mean, there's also this over here. I could just run across. I'd have to redo that a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I think that's gonna be better. All right, let's reconfigure this guy a little bit. We're gonna say you come that way, and then we will deconstruct that wire once that one is built. What is the priority? I set that on 8. Good. All right. So this wire, once that is built, will get deconstructed, and then I will just be able to run this straight across. This sounds like a plan to me. If somebody will come do things, and nobody's deconstructed that yet. I need to figure out what's wrong with that. Alright, you deconstruct on a 8. And then we can start running our power line over. Excellent. Alright. So let's see. Do I want to have the petroleum down there, or do I want to have the petroleum up here? The generators, of course, what I'm talking about. Plumbing. Well, the lines are right here, but this is going to be easier to run it through because I won't have to replace that abyssalite. Let's do it up here. Let's start with, not plumbing, base, a liquid reservoir. Can I reverse you? I cannot. Of course. So I guess we'll set you down right there. We'll be fine. And we can get some piping in. Granite's fine. There we go. Looks like we've got another meteor storm coming in, which is limiting my... Oh, really? I guess the doors didn't get closed quite in time. That's a danger sometimes. I like my even newer cooling loop. It's getting rid of some of that water for me. Although, obviously, the system's not going to be able to recharge while this guy isn't running because it gets all of its water from those. How are you doing? You're unreachable. How are you unreachable? How are you guys unreachable? You guys totally have a path there. How are you unreachable? Well, I mean, that might make things a little more difficult. But there's totally a path there. I don't see why they're not doing this. Okay, now you seem to think you're fine. Nope, and now you think you're unreachable. Or just that one. Why is that one unreachable? I don't know. Maybe it'll clear up once the other ones are done. Ooh, a little bit of regular old iron showed up. I have been noticing that more than just the refined iron has been showing up. The refined iron is by far the most common thing, but there has been a couple of other little items that have been showing up. Do I not have any glass? Manufactured material. No, I got plenty of glass. Why is this not getting repaired? Come on, guys. Alright, you are starting to accumulate that, which means more oil will get used. Oh, I should check on the oil, make sure I'm not, like, causing massive problems down here. Only slight problems. Just kind of watching them, let all that natural gas off. There you go. Boil it up a bit more. Got more oil going through the pipes. Good, good, good. Alright. That's all going. Building up a bit of a backstock of petroleum there. Good. How's this going? Oh, good. It ended up getting built. I don't know why it was thinking it was unreachable. So I should be okay to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do it here, though. Right along that. So let's get... You are still on that? Yeah, alright. Get there. There we go. Now that's all queued up. Now, of course, I can't access most of that. I can only get a little bit. But once that one is built, we can have this dug away. They'll be able to get like 4 high on that, and then I'll have to run a ladder up in order for them to get the other side. But this will be where we'll put our new rocket. And of course, I want to put another layer in here, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you can apparently reach that one too. There we go. You'll get all that. We can say Also dig out those. I should check on these guys. You're all still that. I'm pausing in order to check on the hatches, because I haven't checked on them in a while. 69... 78. Alright, they're not doing too bad. Let's get some eggs cracked. Oh, yeah, you have been doing things, haven't you? Are there any dense puffs? Because I lost all my dense puffs. I gotta keep unclicking that. There we go. Incubate a dense pufflet egg. And then all these other eggs. Well, I'm not going to bother with the fry eggs. Hatchling egg. Into the system you go. And I've been producing way more food than I've been using now that I've got this whole thing switched over to these bristle blossoms. Even with this stuff being too warm, it's still working out pretty good. Of course, I've been able to run the mealwood again as well, since my dirt has been going up, since I'm using far less of it. And I've just looked over and noticed that I should have ended the episode a minute ago. So we're going to go ahead and end it. Let's just, before we do this, slap down. I will pause so that I can slap down the petroleum generator. I'll start with 1. I don't know how this is really going to go, so let's start with 1, which I will put there. That's probably going to need to be deconstructed. And I will get this wired up. I will put in some, batteries here, including 1 smart battery so that I can automate that a little bit. And get this run into the system. Actually, let's, at the very least, get our bridges in. Conductive wire bridge. I should probably be using those, right? Yeah, alright. So we'll go 1 there. There will need to be 1 there. And that's it. We will just have to replace you with one of the heavy watt conductive join plates. Boop. And then it'll just be a matter of running the wire across, which I will probably do in between episodes, as well as get our guy back. Hopefully get this thing figured out, why that's being an issue, and get it rebuilt with out of steel, hopefully. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.